Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Car Question. I hope you're doing well. This is going to be the mechanical components and the road handling part of the Fiat 124 Spider. As you can see, we are not rolling because the weather outside is really not that good and it's not fun when it's raining outside with a convertible. So let's start with the engine that we have inside this one. Yes, it shares the chassis with the Mazda, but it's not the same engine, the same transmission, and the same suspension. We have the 1.4 multi-air engine turbo 4-cylinder. It's a SOHC, 16 valves, hydraulic and pivots roller rockers, and the ignition is sequential mid-sport electronics and returnless. Once again, we've known this engine for a long time right now in the Fiat segment. Even in the Dodge Dart, we saw also those multi-air engine, and they're not that bad. So it's a cast iron block, aluminum alloy head, and aluminum blade plate, and also you're going to be able to get 160 horsepower at 5,500 RPM. It's for the Classica and the Lusso. If you go in the Abarth, you're going to be able to get a little bump of 4 horsepower, 164 at the same revolution per minute. For the torque, well, it's going to change a little bit. If you go for the base model, the Classica and the Lusso, it's going to be 184 pound-feet of torque at 3,200 RPM. The same thing for the Abarth. When you switch to sports mode, you're going to be able to get all that torque at 2,500 RPM. So the maximum revolution of this engine is going to be 6,250 RPM. And as soon as you hit it, it's going to be a major cutoff. You will feel it. 91 fuel is recommended, but 87 octane is acceptable. So if you're cheap, well, put some regular gas. But if you want the premium and the performance, well, you know what to do. You've got two choices of transmission, either a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed automatic. And the 6-speed automatic is an Aisin. You've got also a paddle shifter for the driver if you choose the Abarth model, so that's cool. You've got a lockup control, which is available from second gear and up. As a result, the 6-speed automatic transmission offers a more direct feeling in response to pedal operation and improve fuel economy also. But the model that we have right now is equipped with the 6-speed manual, so it's directly connected to the gearbox. It features also a simple structure and it's compact. So once again, it's lightweight design. It's die-cast aluminum housing, the control over the flow of transmission and oil, and the material used in its contribution make it a lightweight transmission. So once again, it will be cool for the weight of the car. It will be cool also for the travel, for the handling, and you don't feel it's that heavy when you're gonna change gear. So this is perfect the way they really designed it. Remember that we have an open diff with the Classica and the Lusso model in the rear, and if you go with the Abarth model, you're gonna have a limited slip, which is quite cool when you're on a track or if you want maximum traction getting from a stop. The composition of its engine, well, it's the first time that Fiat has adapted this engine to a rear-wheel drive car, and it's not that bad. You've got also the monocoque unibody of that frame, the front and rear suspension subframe also. All the connection makes a lightweight car. 2,436 pounds. If you choose an automatic model, with it's going to be 40 pounds more. It's lightweight. You don't need a big engine in this car. It's really a go-kart feeling when you're going to be behind the wheel. Talking about acceleration, they're interesting. It's a little 1.4 engine in the front. So when you're going to step on it, thanks to the turbo, you will be able to feel cool acceleration. This car will do 0 to 60, well, on papers under 7 seconds. But in reality, you know, that how the manufacturers sometimes calculate those 0-60, it will be a little bit higher. But hey, we enjoy the acceleration and the reaction that it's giving us when we're going to press on the accelerator pedal. Talking about brakes, brakes are good. They're not that big. Once again, when you look at the wheels, you can see that they seem even a little bit small. So it's 11 inches in the front, 11 inches in the rear. For the Brembo option for the brakes, well, you're going to see that they're ventilated, but hey, they remain the same size. So it's going to give you a little edge when you're going to be on the track or simply abusing the car on the road. The transmission, the clutch pedal operation is optimized. It allows also the driver to control acceleration, G-force, and deliver easy, quick shift. The clutch also is ergonomically positioned to ensure the optimal length of the movement. So you've got a great feeling when you're going to go from a standstill or just shifting the gear as fast as you can. The direction, the steering is light, it's responsive, and it uses also electrical power. Dual pinion system, by the way. So the suspension is really unique to Fiat. So the 24 Spider suspension, it's going to use a double wishbone layout in front and a multi-link suspension in the rear. So it's been specifically tuned for greater stability while you're going to be braking, accelerating, turning. We're focusing on stability with this one. Double wishbone suspension at the front and multi-link at the rear suspension. And if you go for the Abarth, well, you will have tower strut bar for maximum rigidity when you're going to be cornering. So once again, a little bit of edge with the Abarth system. The steering, the suspension, the lightweight frame, the balanced weight distribution that you have inside, the turbocharged engine, all of these combined make a dynamic experience. It makes you enjoy the car while you're sitting in it, and you're so close to the ground where you're driving it, so you got really that go-kart feeling. So one good question that remains also, do you go for the MX-5 with the performance, or do you stick with the Fiat 124? Well, the 124 is going to be a little bit faster, but the entry speed in the corner is going to belong to the MX-5. So this is really a hard choice, so feel free to tell me what would you do with your choice in the section down there below. Security, well, you've got adaptive front headlamps, you've got also blind spot monitoring, rear crosspath detection, park view sensor, rear view camera, so it's really well equipped. But the thing that you really need with a convertible is structural. So you've got a high strength body to help dissipate the energy while there's going to be an impact, and you want to optimize also the security of the occupant inside. So you really need that section to be strong, and I think that they did a good job with that one. Fuel consumption now. Well, when you talk about sports car, you usually talk about big fuel consumption. Well, you're going to be surprised with the manual version in city mode. 9.0 liter per 100, 6.7 on the highway, so you put that in that 6th gear and you let the car roll, and it's not a big gas guzzler. 7.9 combined. Automatic, 9.3 into town, 6.5 on the highway, 8.0 combined. What we observe, 8, and we beat the car during Halter week, so really enjoy its performance. I did great acceleration with it, so once again we're right on the target where we should be. Think about putting some premium in that car. It's only 45 liter maximum that you have in that fuel tank. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that little review of the mechanical components and the road handling, and all the big decision to you is, do you choose the MX-5 or the Fiat 124 if you love performance? So feel free to comment that in the section down there below. If you love that video, do a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe also to see the other Fiat 124 video, or soon to be Mazda MX-5 video right here on Car Question. See you later.